Hello and welcome to another bonus episode of Rising Coaches with Sophia Bernardi. Now, if you listened along yesterday, you'll know that I uploaded day one of my recent free 3-day challenge, Crickets to Clients. Yesterday was all about the mindset that you need to step into and embody if you want to be able to start to grow and to scale your coaching or service-based business. Now, today too is all about the visibility shift that you need and the clarity in your messaging and your niche that you need in order to be able to grow your business. So now we're starting to get a little bit more into the strategy side of things now that you have the mindset side of things. So in this challenge for day 2, I'm going to be taking you through my signature niching process. This is usually reserved for my clients only. I know how difficult it is to niche down and get super clear on who you're helping, your ideal client, and your messaging when you're just starting out. And it will be near impossible to show up in your business, let alone make any money if you're not clear on this one thing. So even if you've done niching before, if your messaging isn't landing, you're not attracting leads, you're not signing clients, there's a chance that you haven't heard it in the way that I'm going to be explaining it and walking you through in this challenge. So enjoy day 2 of the Crickets to Clients challenge. If you haven't yet listened to day 1, please go listen to that first, as they go so nicely together. And then day 3 tomorrow, I'm going to be dropping, a whole nother episode on the strategy that you need to attract ideal clients. But in order for that to work, you first need to listen to this episode. So go listen to day 1 if you haven't already. If you have, come listen to this episode, as it's going to help you so much getting clear on who you're helping, how you're helping them, and how you do so in a unique and clear way. And then day 3 tomorrow is going to be all about the strategy to go find those people. Enjoy.
Today is going to be a big day. We have lots to go through. Alrighty. I loved day 1 yesterday. It was so much fun hanging out with all of you. I've received so many beautiful messages from yesterday from everyone just saying how much value they got, the breakthroughs they've had, the new decisions they're making. We are going to be covering a very important topic today that I know is going to help so many of you. We're going to be talking all about niching. So just a quick recap. Yesterday we talked about the unshakable confidence to show up and sell, and I spoke about the simple yet powerful mindset shifts that really helped me to stop overthinking, show up with confidence, and start consistently attracting paying clients, because it's really difficult to do that if your mindset isn't on point and showing up is difficult and you're inconsistent and all of those things. So, we spoke about the importance of investing in yourself, focusing on the long-term vision instead of the short-term vision, embodying that multi-6-figure version of yourself or that next level version of yourself. And we spoke about the power and importance of self-trust. So it was a really powerful day. Who loved it? Today, we're going to be talking about the visibility shift that just changes everything. So I am going to take you through my signature niching process, which usually is reserved for my clients only. I know how difficult it is to niche down and get crystal clear on who you're helping, but it's so important because it will be near impossible to show up in your business, let alone make any money, if you're not clear on this one thing. So even if you've done niching before, which I know many of you would have, you've never thought of it like the way that I'm going to be describing it today. So welcome to day 2 of Crickets to Clients. Today, I'm just going to walk you through my signature niching process, all right? So comment me in the chat if you are ready and eager, as I am, so I can tailor today, to best serve you guys that are here right now. What is your biggest struggle when it comes to deciding on or committing to your niche? Because here's the thing, your niche determines your content. Your content is what attracts leads. Leads become clients. So you can see, without a niche, you don't have clarity, and then you don't make money, okay? So what is a niche exactly? A niche is just a group of people with similar attributes. So these people can be grouped in any way, shape, or form. Being clear on your ideal client makes it so much easier to market yourself and attract the right people in your business, right? So having a niche in your business is important because it helps you to target a specific audience, tailor your services to their unique needs, establish yourself as an expert in your field, and attract clients who resonate with your personalized expertise, resulting in greater impact and success. Okay? Then my guess is that you have some reservations around niching, right? Like I know that I definitely did. Like I didn't understand it. It just didn't make logical sense to me that you would target less people and how that would be helpful. Because, you know, most of us get into coaching because we want to help people. We want to make a big positive difference, and all of the things. And so we just want to help everyone and everything if we can. Like we just want to make that big positive impact, right? But the thing is that whilst that intention is so pure, it's not doing us any favors, okay? My coach at the time really encouraged me to niche, and I'm so glad that I did, because my business honestly just did not grow until I really got clear on this one thing. So let's look at why this is actually the case so you truly understand the importance of this. Firstly, it would be really difficult to create an offer to sell when you are trying to solve everyone's problems. Like imagine how difficult that is to create a one-on-one program, or especially a group program, if everyone has a different problem. When you're niche down, however, you can get really clear on the one main problem and provide one main solution. Just like imagine if this live event I'm doing was like for everyone and anyone. Like, how could I even do that? Like, I don't even know how to do that, which is why people that are not niche just don't show up as much, because they're confused about everything. Everything's difficult and overwhelming because they're not clear and niche, right? So that's the first thing. Secondly, coming up with content to create will feel extremely overwhelming, you know, when you can talk about everything and anything. It's like there's almost just too many options. It's like, well, what do I do today? Whereas when you're niche down, you can really double down on one specific topic, making you an expert. And thirdly, when you're looking for a solution to a problem, do you go to a generalist or a specialist? No right or wrong answer, I'm just really curious. If you're looking for a specific solution to a specific problem, do you go to a generalist or a specialist? This could be for your health, your business, your relationship. What do? Do you look for a specialist, or do you just want a generalist, right? Take, for example, if you were having heart problems, would you go to a general doctor or would you go to a cardiologist? Personally, I don't want to mess with my heart. I know what I would be doing. When you're looking to learn about a specific topic and you're looking for accounts to follow on Instagram, are you more likely to find the answers by looking at just any account talking about many things, or by searching specific keywords in the search bar and following an account that specifically addresses that one thing that you're looking for in their bio? That one thing that you're wanting help with. Which one do you do? So don't you think it would be a good idea if you did the same? Because you're not the only one. There's yet to be one person to say a generalist here. And so you need to remember that when it comes to your own business. If you're looking for support from someone, do you want someone who can do anything and everything, or do you want someone who is an expert in the very specific thing you actually need help with? If it's an important enough area to you, I think you're going to really care about whether someone's a specialist in it or not. And if we go back to the general doctor versus the cardiologist, which one do you think makes the most money out of the two? Just really curious. The doctor, the general doctor, or the cardiologist? Which one would make way more money? Right? The cardiologist makes more money by a mile because they are a specialist in something. That's what niching down allows you to do. Which one do you think actually works the most hours as well? A general doctor or the cardiologist? I don't know about you, but whenever I've tried to go see a specialist, they have such a limited availability. Like they only work 3 days a week or something like that. Whereas a general doctor, they work like 7 a.m. to like 9 p.m. every day. So one has to work harder. They get paid less, and people don't trust them as much. Whereas if a cardiologist told me something about my heart, I would just like 100% believe it. A general doctor, I would question it. Right? So the cardiologist makes more money, works less hours, and is trusted more. Not the general doctor. This is what niching down allows you to do. When you are clear on exactly who you help and how, you get to stop overthinking. You stop rewriting your bio every week. You know exactly what content to post. And that fear, it fades because clarity builds confidence. It allows you to be positioned as an expert in your field and have people trust you in an instant. It allows you to provide a really powerful service that actually solves a clear problem, making it much more desirable. It allows you to charge a premium for your service, meaning you can make more money with less clients, and it makes content creation simple. Imagine landing on a coach's profile and having no idea who they help or how they can help you. Like, imagine that. Would you follow them? Would you trust them? Would you engage? Would you ask for help? Let me know in the comments. If you went on someone's profile, you have got no idea what they do, it's really unclear, it's blasé, and it's very general. Would you follow? Would you trust? Would you engage? Would you ask for their help? I don't think I've ever done that. Well, I know I've never done that. A specialist though? Absolutely. And not only have I done all of those things, but I've also invested tens and tens and tens of thousands of dollars in them as well. Right? Not just a few $100s, but like tens and tens of thousands, because they're an expert. I trust them. I know that by investing in them, I'm going to get the result that I'm after. The result that they're very clearly articulating in their bio and in all of their content and messaging. Right? That's what happens when your messaging isn't clear. They don't follow you, they don't trust you, they don't engage, and they don't ask for help. Who's experiencing that right now? Who's experiencing a lack of engagement and trust and people reaching out to them and buying them? You want to have people paying you every day and every week. I make tens of thousands of dollars every single week. Right? 10 to 20K every single week. And if I can't tell what you do within 10 seconds of landing on your profile, your messaging is not clear enough. You might know, like in your brain, but if it doesn't say it in a simple sentence, people will not follow, engage, like, comment, or buy. Because here's the thing, a confused mind will never buy. You have to be very clear and specific, which is why knowing your ideal client at the deepest level is so key. Are people reaching out because your content is so compelling that they want to know more? Are people liking and commenting your post because they resonate with what you're saying? Are you attracting leads daily with your posts? Are potential clients reaching out saying, wow, it's like you're inside my brain? If not, there's improvement to be had with your niche and your messaging. Imagine this. You're waking up every day unsure what to say. You feel like you're talking to everyone, but no one's listening. Now imagine this instead. You open up your phone and there's a message saying, it's like you're inside my head. How can I work with you? That's the power of a clear niche. It speeds up that buying cycle, so people buy within a day or a few days or maybe a week or maybe a month of knowing you instead of years or never. Okay? It speeds it up because the trust is built really quickly. Especially if you have not just your bio, your profile optimized, but the content's on point, your funnel is clear. There's a journey for people to go down. I have people that say, I've only been following you for a couple of days, but I would like to work with you, and they pay me thousands of dollars. That's the power of a clear niche. It's not about working harder. It's not about working more hours. It's not about being exhausted. It's not about having to have the most complicated tech and crazy funnels and cold DMing people and being everywhere and doing everything. That's not what it's about. If you get the messaging right, it does a lot of the hard work for you. and it speeds everything up. And that's how you get sales on a consistent basis. Is this landing for you so far? Let me know. Always room for improvement for sure. 100%. 100%. So let me give you 3 examples of I help statements that go from bland and boring and blasé to clear and compelling, so that you know how powerful this really can be when you get this right. This is what I help my clients with inside my program, the 5K Fast Track, right? And Scale School. And if you want information on that program, just comment the word fast. I will send you those details. Let's go with a mindset niche. This is a really general, bland, boring one that I see all the time. I help women build confidence and feel more empowered to create a life they love. I don't even know what feel more empowered is. That's like a fleeting thing that's going to come and go. A life they love, also very broad and general, right? Build confidence, that's a little bit better, but it's also not speaking into any pain point here. It's very general. Instead, what if we changed it to something like this? I help corporate women replace self-doubt with confidence so they can speak up in meetings, ask for promotions, and set firm boundaries without second-guessing themselves. Which one is like bolder and clearer and more compelling? A business niche. Here's a general one. I help entrepreneurs grow their business and make more money. Okay, well, for starters, entrepreneurs is every business owner ever. Can you truly, genuinely help every single business owner and make more money? That could be $1. There, made more money. But I'm sure that's not what you meant. So it's important we're clear and specific. So we could change this to something like, I help female coaches go from 0 to 5K months in just 90 days through Instagram Reels. Way more tangible and specific, right? A health niche could be, I help people lose weight, improve their health, and feel their best. Who's seen an I help statement like that around? You might even have it yourself if you're in the health space. Lose weight could be half a kilo. That's it. Improve their health. What does that even mean? And feel their best. Very blasé in general. So instead, we'd want to change this to something like, I help busy mums lose 20 pounds and regain confidence without spending hours in the gym or giving up their favourite foods in just 12 weeks. Which one's more specific? Which one's more desirable? Which one's more clear? A confused mind will never buy. If you're confusing, if you're general, if you're blasé, they will not buy. It's as simple as that. You might get a client here and there, you might get a lead here and there, you might get a message here and there. But if you don't want it here and there and you want it daily, you want it weekly, you want it consistently, then you need to be clear, bold, and specific. It's the first thing I support my clients with. We have to get this right. Otherwise, everything is just a waste of time and it's going to cost you years and years and years. I can't tell you how many coaches I know of because I've had a conversation with them in the past or whatever, and they haven't invested in whatever, and still years later I see them posting in the free Facebook groups asking for advice and help, because 3 years later they're still not making money. 5 years later they're still not making money. And it's because their messaging sucks. They are unclear. They're not investing in support. They can't overcome their own fears and objections. It's crazy. It's crazy to watch it unfold when they're perfectly capable, intelligent, beautiful, smart humans that care so deeply about helping people. But it's not about that. If it was really just down to care factor and a desire to help people, everyone would be succeeding. But that's not the case. It's not just about how much you want it. It's how much are you willing to lean into the proper experience and actually build the skill set, get uncomfortable, invest in yourself. If you don't do those things, you just don't grow. I'm yet to know, find me someone that has genuinely started, grown, and sustainably scaled their coaching business without support. I will wait. I don't know of one. I only know of examples of people that have invested tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars in themselves, right? I'm not saying you have to invest that much. I have though, and you best believe I wouldn't be here talking to you right now if I hadn't done that, because I was unclear. I was confused. I did lack self-doubt. I did have no idea what I was doing despite having all of the personal development and business books behind me. It wasn't enough. I needed accountability. I needed support. I needed someone to audit what I was doing and say, hey, this can be improved. But so often people let their fear and their doubt run the show. They play small because they'd rather stay in their comfort zone, right? It just doesn't need to be that way. It really, really doesn't. Rachel just said we all need help. Yeah, 100%. And you grow so much faster and you have so much more fun when you have support in place. It's so important. So if you're thinking, I don't know how to make mine that specific, like those examples, that's exactly what we work on in the 5K Fast Track. So if you want my help with this, I audit everyone's businesses, all their social media, their niche, their offer. I answer every question. I work with every individual very closely. DM me the word FAST and I'll send you the details about the 5K Fast Track. It's a program for new coaches wanting to hit their first 5K months in under 90 days, okay? But anyways, I hope that by me sharing these examples, you can see that niching down, whilst you're technically targeting less people, you're actually far more likely to become successful. Who can truly see that now? Because you actually have an aim, you have clarity, you have focus, and therefore you become great quickly. Not to mention your ideal clients being able to quickly relate to you and understand what you do. Whereas if they're confused, they're not going to buy. So when searching for a service to purchase, people are motivated by a very clear answer to the question, what is in it for me? For your clients to see the value in what you do, your offer has to tap into specific universal desires. Otherwise, you will get frustrated when people keep saying no to you. It's not you or your offer that's the problem. You just haven't shown them the value. And the best way to show them the value is to be very, very specific on one thing. Now, there are three main areas that people invest in: health, wealth, and relationships. So this is what people want in life. They want to make or save more money. They want to look good and feel better. They want to find or maintain better relationships. They want to protect themselves, their families, and their businesses from loss or harm. They want to improve, upgrade, or transform their lives, and they want to impress other people. These are things that people want in life. Your ideal client needs to be someone that you have a true desire and passion to serve. Needs to be someone who you can support to generate incredible results. Needs to have a similar demographic, have a similar current situation, want a similar dream situation, and have the money to pay you. That's who an ideal client is. If they don't have the money to pay you, so like we wouldn't want to be helping, people that are on Centrelink or government payments, like as a specific niche. It's okay if like someone happens to be on that due to rare circumstances, but that's not who we'd want to target, where like by default, most of those people do not have any additional resources to invest in themselves. Now, you can help those people in other ways, grow a successful business and be able to donate to charities, give your free time because you've created so much freedom in your business. Like, there's lots of ways you can still help those people, but they wouldn't be an ideal client because they wouldn't have the money to pay you, right? So we want to be really, really clear with who it is that we are supporting in our business, okay? So they have to be someone that you have a true passion and desire to serve, not just one that you think will make you money. The amount of business coaches that don't have a business, don't have success is wild to me. It's why they're stuck, right? So you have to have the passion, have the skill set, have the desire to help them. You don't have to be perfect, but you have to be a few steps ahead of them congruently and consistently, right? And they have to have a similar current situation and a similar design situation so you can take all of your clients on that journey. So, some questions to ask yourself, like what does their current situation look like in their life right now? You want to use a lot of detail here. Based on that, what are the top 3 problems that they are currently facing? What does their dream situation look like? And you want to use detail again there. And based on that, what are the top solutions that they desire? These are some of the questions that you want to ask to get really clear on who is this person specifically at a deep level. What consumes their mind? What keeps them up at night? What are they thinking about? What are they looking for? What are they really, really struggling with? And how do they articulate those things? That's what we want to be focused on. Let me know if this is landing for you right now. Another comment or objection I hear quite often when it comes to niching is well, it's only business coaches that make money, or it's only coaches that talk about money who make money. And that couldn't be further from the truth. Firstly, like I just mentioned, unfortunately, there are a lot of business coaches out there who don't make any or much money. And I know that sounds crazy, but I speak to them every single week. There are so many people that because of that belief that they think that's the only way they can make money, they say they can help people with that. But what I know from having conversations with them is they have no money, right? They have no savings. They can't even invest in a coach. That's not a good business coach. That's very, very alarming. So it's not about the niche, it's about the person and their skill set. And second of all, I started my coaching business as a mindset coach for women. I was 22 years old and I was helping women build unstoppable confidence in themselves. And that made me well over 6 figures in a very short period of time. And I had no idea what I was doing. I just followed what my, coach said. I was willing to invest in myself and I found a way, right? That aside, you can still tap into money desires no matter what your niche is to support your ideal clients to invest in themselves. You don't have to be a business coach, a financial advisor, an accountant, or a bookkeeper to help people make more money. And you don't have to be richer than all of your clients to be able to tap into that desire of theirs, right? For example, let me give you some non-money related niches and show you how you can infuse money into it. A graphic designer, for example. I help people create amazing websites that attract more customers, which brings in more money. An energy healer. I help entrepreneurs eliminate blocks and energetic resistance to success so they can be more confident and make more money. A book coach. I help people write the best book they can so they can reach more people and make more money. A photographer. I help people show themselves, their products, and their services in the best possible light so their brand is magnetic and they can make more money. A stylist. I help women feel attractive and confident so they can make more money in their businesses. Right? So many ways that you can spin it like that. Some questions to answer here to help you to be able to do this for your own niche. Does what you do save people time? Remember, time is money, and for some people, time is more valuable than money. I know for me it is. Even if your business doesn't feel connected to money, you can still use money language to express the value of what it is you do. For example, using the word cost, spend, invest, and save. I help you save time and energy so you can spend more priceless time with your family. It's a bit of a fun one of how you can infuse all of those words into one sentence. And you'll hear these sayings a lot in marketing and advertising. Save your marriage. Invest in your child's self-esteem. Good relationships are priceless. Your health is priceless. You're worth spending money on. What is your health problem costing you right now? Health is wealth. Look and feel like $1 million. Invest in your health so you can spend more time with your loved ones. See all of those ways that you can infuse that languaging into your messaging, into your niche, into your marketing. So how do you help your clients save money? What's the payoff? What's a priceless result that you can offer? What does it cost my clients not to work with me in terms of time, energy, money, or peace of mind? I know it costs my potential clients a lot of money not to work with me. A lot. And what they get in comparison to what they charge is a complete and utter no-brainer. And you want to do that with your offers so people feel like, wow, this is a no-brainer. I'm going to do this, or I'm going to find a way. So how can you use money language in your marketing? So guys, your day 2 challenge tasking is to go live in this group and share your biggest takeaway from today to be in the draw to win one of 3 prizes that are all worth over $500 each. Well over, right? So if you know that you're going to be in business for the long run, what are you waiting for? Why are you going the slow route? It doesn't need to be that way. And the longer that you take, the harder it actually gets. Like starting your coaching business now versus 5 years ago, it's different. It's definitely different. And you could, be disheartened by that, or you could say, well, imagine how hard it's going to be in another 5 years, in another 3 years, whatever it might be, right? Imagine that. Like, that's way worse. And so now is always the best time and the right time. You can start now, you can grow now, but it's not getting easier with time. It's getting harder. AI, more people doing it, no regulation, all of these sorts of things. Now is the time, my friends. If you're serious and committed to growing your business, what are you waiting for? You have to be resourceful. You have to be all in. You have to be committed and find a way to make it work. I've got an amazing program. It is so dirt cheap, it actually hurts my soul, and we will be increasing the prices. There's amazing bonuses that I've put in just for you guys. And if you want to see what those are, what the investment is, what the inclusions is, just send me a message, right? There's no pressure on my end. I'm fine. I'm signing clients every day. But if you're not, something needs to be done about that. All right. And the more you lean in, the more support you get, the faster you grow. If you want help with me auditing your niche and doing your niche with you and approving of it so that you can fast track your results, that's what I help with. And I help create your offer, map out your marketing strategy, nail your content, set up systems and organization in your business. I help with all of it, not to mention your mindset as well and your energetics. So if you want help with all of those things, step-by-step order, all in one place, so you can grow faster and ditch the hard work and hustle work, then the 5K Fast Track is for you. So just send me a message, we'll have a chat, right? Now tomorrow, I'm going to be teaching you the simple and aligned organic marketing strategy to start or grow your coaching business with ease. I'm going to be teaching you everything that you need to know when it comes to attraction marketing, what's working right now and how you can grow. Yeah, I hope you guys have loved today and you've gotten clarity on where you might be missing the mark when it comes to niching and messaging and marketing in your business. And I hope that you can see that there is a very clear solution and there's so many things that can be, changed and improved, and it's going to make a world of a difference. It's literally the difference between not making any money at all and everything being hard and it all being seamless and easy. All right, the choice is yours. You have the invitation there, and I can't wait to continue or start these conversations with those of you that are super interested. I'm super excited for tomorrow. It's going to be the best one yet. We're going to be covering all things strategy so that you actually have these actionable things you can implement with clarity on what a funnel is, what that looks like in every component, and so you can start signing clients. Who's excited, guys? I've really loved today. I hope you have too, and I will speak to you all tomorrow. Bye, bye, bye.